Three's alright.
Yes.
Almost set.
All right. I like Ocean for Stariari, and one for her, one for Micah, one for Ava. Hines is Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Midheaven podcast live. We are stoked to be here. This is Candace Marie of Beyond the Veil Tarot and Astrology, and my partner in crime,
the Peace Stealer! In the flesh.
Oh, yes. Happy hump day, everybody. Happy 2022, everyone.
Bountiful blessings, lots of money, and success that you could only dream of. Congratulations. Do you see it? Do you feel it? What does it feel like? What does it look like? Do you feel like it's happened now? Because if so, you're a winner. That's how it works.
Especially happy to be here in the new year, and we just kicked off filming the very first 2 episodes of season 2 of the Midheaven podcast. Give us a high five or a clap or whatever. Let us know that you are here and you are down for another season. I was telling Mike, I was like, apparently most people don't make it past like their 4th episode. Very few podcasts make it any more than a couple of months, let alone a year. And in February, we have been doing this for 1 year. So the podcast is actually about to turn 1.
Yeah, 1 year old. I mean, season 2 expected to be more at stake, more intense, more fun. It's a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, we just got done doing 2 new podcasts for you guys. We did one that's all about Aquarius season, and we also did one that is another current events Guess My Sign episode.
That was fun.
With the buzzers, because you guys seem to like that.
Yeah.
So we're stoked to be here. Thank you guys, everybody in the chat. It's nice to see you. Thanks for joining, everybody. Reflection, Cosmic Native, Lilac Ocean, Kirsten, Kayla Ann, Atlantis Vibes, Reflection, Micah, D Cosmic. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is the episode that we film every other week in between our filming. We actually film 2 podcasts every other week so we can give you guys the cosmic tea every single week.
Oh yeah, it is definitely that. So
those of you guys who are members, level 2 or 3, we're just going to give you a shout out. Kelsey J, Hera, Earth Goddess Forever, Paula, Ramona, Jessica Martinez, and Kayla Ann. Thank you guys for being level 2 or 3 and supporting the podcast. We appreciate it. You make it possible for us to keep doing what we're doing. If you are level 3 like Kelsey, Earth Goddess, Paula, Ramona, Jessica Martinez, or Kayla Ann. It is now a new month. It's the beginning of January, so if you would like to get your monthly reading in for the channel, you're more than welcome to do that now. Just let us know. If you hear a gremlin in the background, I apologize. The puppy's in here with us because he cannot be left alone. So for the better part of the last 2 episodes, he's been sleeping, and he just woke up. So you might hear like sneezing or sniffling or chewing or... That's just my gremlin beside me. So yeah, let us know if you are one of our level 3. If you're not already a member, please do consider becoming a member and supporting the channel. We've got level 1, 2, or 3. So check out our memberships tab to see what you can get in on. Great time to join, especially at the beginning of the month. So if you want to get a 3-card reading, you can. For those of you guys who are not members, we're doing readings, 1 card for $20, and we're going to do 3 cards for $40. Check out the QR code up here to get access to our PayPal link, or we also accept Super Chat. If you send us a payment, please let us know if your name differs from your PayPal name. Sometimes your name is different on PayPal than it is on YouTube, so just let us know. We will be answering questions and doing readings in the order that we receive them.
Backstreet's back, all right.
Oh my gosh, Backstreet Boys. I love the Backstreet Boys. Jackie's like, oh my God, are we soulmates?
Let's get it.
Ooh, Kayla Ann says, my birthday is February 15th. Is it my Saturn return with my sun in Aqua? My Jupiter is in Pisces. I feel like it's 2022. It's going to be a huge year for me. Give me the tea. I need some direction. So your birthday is your solar return. Your Saturn return is if you were born in what? 2000?
Jackie, I'll forgive you for your blasphemy about, your NSYNC comment. It's all good. I forgive you. It's all good.
No. Wait a second. So
Lilac, I forgive you too. Don't even trip.
I feel like Backstreet Boys are way better than NSYNC.
You feel
Way
that.
better.
You feel that. You feel me? Like, they didn't make Bye 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 though. So it's all good.
They didn't,
like,
but NSYNC got pushed by Disney. That's why they became big as they did. But the Backstreet Boys had to climb their way up from the swamps of Florida. So I feel like that's the real come up when you think about the Backstreet Boys.
We forgive Candace.
I've seen like 6 or 7 Backstreet Boys concerts. I'm diehard. When I was like 9 years old, I met AJ in the airport, and it was after I saw their show in Phoenix, and it was AJ, and he signed my shirt, and like that's like the root of like my bad boy like dating history. Like, like legitimately, no,
Word.
like for sure. So it took me a long time to figure out where that came from. It came from AJ from the Backstreet Boys. So.
No, I mean, I legitimately forgive y'all. Like, JT forgives y'all too. Like, it's all good. These things just happen.
Kobe, I'm going to show that comment. He said, I'm actually a Spice Girls fan.
I never really, if you would have told me that like Spice World would be one of my favorite movies ever, like I wouldn't have believed it.
Kirsten said, AJ's so dirty, I'm down. He was the only one that had a drug habit. Of course he was like the bad boy of the group.
Of course, that's the one, the Sun Pluto.
And he had like all like the tattoos and stuff. I love Brian too, but he's a mama's boy. And like Kevin's like 60 years old. So it was like, you're going to go with Nick or you're going to go with AJ, because Howie looks like a fucking troll. And Kevin's old, and Nick was young, but like now that we see how Nick has panned out and Aaron Carter, like they're the epitome of like fucking swamp trash.
Wow.
I love them, but Floridians, I can't. I fucking can't.
Florida men, they're all Florida men.
I'm like addicted to watching Aaron Carter's like Instagram. I know it's terrible, but like that's my addiction.
Oh my God.
And I know that it's fucked up. He had a baby like not too long ago, and he was like engaged to this girl, and like 4 days after she had the baby, they split, and she was like peace out, and she left, and I guess moved in with someone else. And like he's like going on these lives with these bad face tattoos, and he's all like, oh, blah blah blah, like now I'm a single dad, I gotta move all my weed to a separate area of the house because he's got a whole grow up going on in his house. And I'm like, fuck, where's the alligator?
Oh my God. That's the most
Where
Florida
is the
shit
alligator?
I've ever heard. Right.
Somebody mentioned Howie. I forgot about Howie. Yeah, Howie's bad. Spice Girls for life, though. Spice up your life, right?
I'm a bad bitch from the 90s. Call me Scary Spice. Yes.
I could see that.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I could see that. I liked Ginger. Whenever I was little, I was like, I want to be Ginger Spice. And then I found out that she was in porn, and I was like, that makes sense.
Hey,
that makes sense.
That's what's up. Yeah, that's still one of my favorite movies of all time. Like, it's a masterpiece. I had no idea.
The Spice Girls movie?
Spice World is just so amazing. Like,
do you know all the songs and everything
that's
too?
That's the thing. Like, if you told me that was going to be my favorite movie before, I would have laughed at you. But like, I sang every song like religiously. I had to watch it again.
I almost like remember like being like 8, 9, 10 years old and like going to like sleepovers where there was like 12 girls and we like all watched like Spice Girls. It was like a thing.
My sisters made
Yeah.
me watch High School Musical, and Spice World was one of the other movies they made me watch, and like, I was not disappointed. I was going in not expecting anything, and I walked out like, wow. It was
Kobe
so
said
good.
Aaron Carter and Machine Gun Kelly need to fight to the death. There's only room for one of them on the
My
planet.
money's on Machine Gun Kelly.
Fuck! I would love to see that. I mean, I feel like at least with Aaron Carter, he stands a fight. Like, he got fucking roasted by Eminem. So, like, I don't ever see that happening. But, yeah. Okay, so let me... Before we get too deep into the Florida trash, let me just bring up the couple of people who have some questions.
Tell me what you want, what you really,
really want. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna.
If you want to,
So you say,
you gotta get with my friends. What's up?
Making
You
it
think I don't know my Spice World? Stop. Stop.
Shit!
Oh,
That's
no,
the
we're not gonna
whitest
play
thing
this.
I've ever seen you do. I'm
We're
so
not
proud
gonna
of
play
you.
this game. This was etched in my soul. Like, that movie changed my life. I swear to God. Like,
Who made you watch that movie?
my two younger sisters made me watch that. I was like, I don't want to watch this movie. And at the end of the movie, I was singing all the
Oh
songs.
my God.
It was just so good. Like, thank you.
Is it the Libra rising sister?
It was both of them. It was
Okay.
the Scorpio sister
Yeah.
and the Libra rising sister. Yes.
Yeah, they'll do that to you. Fuck. Okay, and we're back.
Woo.
Okay, so let me jump into Kayla Ann was asking some questions. So her birthday is February 15th. Is it my Saturn return with my sun in Aqua? Well, Saturn's going to conjunct your sun this year. It'd be your Saturn return if you're like 28 to 31. So let us know. So do you want to pull 3 cards for her?
For Kayla? Okay.
For Kayla. And then I will do the readings for Lilac and Micah and Avon. Thank you guys for being patient. Can you tell me why I'm so nervous? What's coming for me in 2022? My Venus is in Capricorn, also fucking with me in this retro. I'm ready for a new path.
Yeah, you got the Jupiter return, Kayla. That's beautiful. Well, it's definitely going to spice things up for you. Okay, so let's see what we got 2022. So we got the Emperor, we got the Ace of Pentacles, we got the Justice card. Let's go, Kayla. This is success in business. The Queen of Wands.
wow.
We have the Queen of Wands reverse here, right? So we have the Emperor, the Ace of Pentacles. I know this might be upside down for you, but 2022 is going to be you stepping into new financial abundance, but with the structure of the Emperor. The paperwork is right with the Justice card. It's like it's like if you just started the Ace of Pentacles, it's you just stepping in head first to a new financial idea. But, you know, the Emperor and Justice, someone say spice things up. The Emperor and Justice card is you like having the proper grounding, authority. It's really just the recipe of success. So it's going to really stabilize what you start. But the Queen of Wands here is saying you can't really shrink back because what you're manifesting is the shit. And so I feel like you have like a high demand product, but you're being too modest with it. And the Queen of Wands is saying, don't be modest, be upright and be like, bitch, you better you better invest in this shit right now before it's too late. And like, you can pull that off because you got it like that. So this is saying like, you don't want to be in a position to be too humble. You want your own personality to really sell what you're moving forward. But this is a humble new beginning regardless.
Boss moves.
It is. It's really
Yeah.
beautiful. So I think if you feel nervous, it's because of this excitement that you sense of something really, breaking through for you as soon as like now. So that's beautiful.
Awesome. Jessica Martinez, let us know. Did you have a question too? Did you want a reading? Nice to see you. Thank you for being a supporter.
And Kayla, I would say after Aquarius season, you will know what to do with them. So Capricorn is you setting everything in order, but once you come through that solar return, it's all going to come together through Pisces season. You're going to know what to do, and then you're going to take action Aries season. That's the Emperor. Boom. And from Aries to Libra, from April to October, you're stabilizing this new beginning, and you're like reaping from it 1st October. So that's awesome.
So this is going to be for Lilac Ocean. She was generous enough to also get a card for Starry Ari. So one for Lilac, one for Starry Ari. Let's take a look at what the cards have to say for you. Okay, this is for Lilac. This is for Starry Ari. So we'll start first with Lilac Ocean. 3 of Cups. I mean, great card. I think it's talking a lot about kind of mixing and mingling with like-minded friends, having a good time, celebrating, being able to really appreciate the people who are around you. When I think of the 3 of Cups, I think of like the opportunity to choose connection, to choose socializing, to connect with other people and find that you have some common ground or something that you can be like celebrating. It can be about positive emotional shifts that are happening and achieving goals, but more of the emotional kind. Like you might find yourself just around people that you're really vibing with, or you may find yourself coming into a situation where you're meeting like-minded people who want to help boost you up and raise your emotional kind of frequency. So 3 of Cups can be parties, get-togethers, celebrations, networking, but more like going to a party, going to a bar, going and seeing live music, being invited to something where there's a lot of activity going on. I think that it's wonderful also in kind of saying like celebrating and appreciating how far you've come. Kind of similar to the 4 of Wands where this is temporary. We're celebrating like the sweetness for the right now, but also with this emphasis and this focus on bringing in like-minded people to help you continue achieving your goals, right? So that seems to be really positive for you, Lilac. For Starry Ari, you get the 8 of Pentacles reverse. So try again. To me, it seems like you may be in a period of revising things professionally, or that you're kind of going back to the drawing board and trying to figure out what does and doesn't work for you. What do you charge for services? Do you have new services? Are you selling something? Working hard. And instead of working through the season, you're actually taking a step back and focusing on things that can bring you long-term success, but things that you're getting ready to launch and you're not ready yet. So there's something going on there that makes me feel like you are looking at it more like long-term goals rather than immediate justification and like bringing in something immediately. You may be kind of planning new services, protecting and working hard on a new project that you're getting ready to release, maybe within about 8 days, 8 weeks, probably closer to 8 weeks when we get into March when the energies are better. I also think that this is you kind of looking at, well, what am I good at? What can I really kind of emphasize and bring more to my list of services or just to other people and kind of show them what I really perfected and why I'm really good at what I do. So hopefully that is helpful for you.
Nice.
Looks like we also got Avon. He was in here. He has a 1 card pull.
Got you. And Kayla, for sure, Aries will kick into purpose post Jupiter return that will refocus your perception. And everything that's not clear by Pisces season will be clear. Boom, you step into an Aries. So that was very well said. And there's going to be a lot of that structure. So Avon, the card that we have for you is the Strength card. And this, I feel like, is a feminine archetype. I literally split the deck, got the Strength and the Empress. I mean, the Star and the Empress. This is a goddess archetype that is seeing you come in, you know, seeing you being favorably received. You're in your masculine essence. And the Strength card is fun and frolics. It's a woman who you can openly engage with sexually, who helps you tap into your passions. This is also you kind of tapping more into your passion. But I really feel like for you, Avon, especially if you're single, the Strength card is someone who you can actually explore your sexuality with and have fun with, and will kind of challenge you. You know, where are you lacking in this like courageous boldness, and she's gonna bring that out of you. And you're coming off on a roll. So this is actually, please let me know if this is accurate to you. If you haven't met her yet, you will now. And if you have, this will be kind of interesting. And if this isn't necessarily, because it is talking about a woman, but this is also reflecting how much more passionate and fun you're going to involve your own creative talents into expressing. So, that's really interesting. Leo energies for sure. This is the second time the arrow root pulled the star card for. Yeah, I just got the star again. So like I really get goddess vibes. And one sugar-coated reading, please. I really get goddess vibes, as far as like someone who reflects the divine feminine to your masculine, which is very interesting.
So we got a question from Ellie Smith. It just says, for the live. I'm looking for your comment, Ellie. Let me know if you have a particular question. Otherwise, I'll pull 3 cards for a general for you. Let me know. We've also got Megan Graham on deck. You're next, so Mike can read for you. That'll be 1 card. Spirit, what's your tea for me? You can pull that card while I'm waiting for Ellie.
All right, so what's the tea we got for her? The tea we got for her. Yeah. Serving it up. Ooh, 2 cards.
Ooh, jumping cards.
Ooh, we got the 6 of Cups, soulmates, and the Ace of Pentacles. This could be a proposal, but this is a new healthy beginning in a relationship, especially with the Queen of Wands, where you're the Queen of Wands, or you're the Queen of Wands. So like this is mainly like the Ace of Cups is like rose-tinted glasses, but this is like a very grounded soulmate connection. 6 of Cups could be someone from your past. It doesn't have to be romantic, but let's say it's romantic or not. This is something very practical you're going to start. So if it was the Ace of Cups, this is like connecting with the soulmate, and it's like, I'm in love with you. And they're like, I'm in love with you too, but it's the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like, hey, here's this sex toy, I'm joking. Here's this like new idea where we can like actually make money together from. Like, hey, let's start a podcast together. Or hey, let's actually, work out together. It's something that's going to practically grow tangibly. And I think in this case, maybe this is more up to speed with your love languages. So should it be romantic? It's a very grounded new beginning that I think you're either going to offer or gain offering from, or even if this was in a friendship, whatever starts here is going to last. It's going to have the potential to grow practically. So this is very exciting. Please let me know, because the Ace of Pentacles means it's new right now. So it's post this new moon in Capricorn.
I'm like watching everybody in the chat talking about somebody hooking up with a Backstreet Boy.
Right.
What? Trying to figure out which one. We've got Ellie Smith. She's got questions about her love life. She asked very specifically, let's pull this up. She said, questions about my love life. And then she said, where is it? There we go. Love reading, please. Gemini sun, Sag moon, Pisces rising. Holy mutable.
Right. Right.
Pisces rising, and you've got Gemini Sag going on. So let's see what's going on here. Give you 3 cards. Thank you guys for your patience. Everybody who's paid in the super chat. Kobe, Mags, Luna, appreciate you guys. Don't worry, we're working our way through. This is for Ellie. Ooh. Interesting that to me it seems like you're definitely making some changes right now, Ellie, and you're realizing that if you don't want to feel like you're wasting your time, or if you don't want to feel like you're doing things that never go according to plan or don't pan, thinking more and you're turning inward more about what your necessities are in relationships and what your bottom lines are, or like what you will or will not tolerate. So there's something going on here with the 10 of Pentacles reversed where you're like, well, I'd rather be with somebody who is going to be exactly what they say they are versus somebody who is going to tell me all of these things that don't pan out. So 10 of Pentacles reversed, still not a bad card. It's saying that you're restructuring your vision and your plans for the future. There may be some sense of you kind of going like, okay, if somebody really wants to go the distance, they have to prove it. Page of Pentacles coming up is an interesting card. It can talk about you having connections with earth signs. So that can be like a Virgo, or that can be a Taurus or a Capricorn. Just the very beginning process of investment into other people. Now, pages are always immature, youthful, younger energy. So it's saying something that's just starting. So there can be some sense of you feeling like, well, I'm going to kind of plant a couple seeds and see what happens, not get my hopes up too much, but see what actually takes, or who's actually willing to talk about the future. So as you're interacting with new people, there can be some sense of you asking them, what are your goals? Where do you stand financially? What are you looking for? What are you hoping to achieve? What are you building? So that way you can get a gauge of whether or not people are a good idea to invest in. I have to tell you, with like Jupiter and Neptune in your sign, per your ascendant sign, there seems to be some emphasis on your intuition, letting your intuition kind of pave the way. So I would say, rather than feeling like you're cautious about feeling like you're losing time or you're investing in the wrong people, just listen to your intuition. You know, it's going to tell you very clearly who is and is not somebody who is going to be a match for you, whether or not you feel like you're actually... It can... Weird.
Telling.
Feels like optimism.
There we go.
Yeah.
Huh. Let's see if this works first.
So we got her.
For me.
Yeah. It comes back to like a
Crap. Let me try this one more time. Weird, it didn't give me excellent connection. Okay.
It looks like we back.
I think so.
There we go. Alrighty.
Sorry about that.
Whew. Damn, we did it. All right. So we can actually pick up with Angelique. Let's see, Angelique, what your crush feels about ya. Boom, boom, boom. Mercury through the shadow. This is Jupiter and Pisces trolling everyone, by the way. That's typically, you know, beyond. So we do have the Knight of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Five of Swords. So that's really interesting. I'm going to pull another card just to see what context we get that in. So we got the Seven of Pentacles, Five of, and trolling hard, Five of Swords, Five of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. To me, looks a lot like he might be conflicted because of him personally thinking of different potential, you know, almost like a competitive situation. The Knight of Swords is him ready to leap forward. Not like the Knight of Cups that's more romantic. Knight of Swords is just kind of straight into the point. But with the Seven of Pentacles, I think he's kind of taking his time to see how, you know, Five of Wands to me looks like competition. It kind of looks like he might be a bit frustrated on different opportunities and who to move forward with. But it's interesting with the Five of Swords, if this is the Taurus, right? I feel like the Five of Swords is maybe him getting in his ego around, like, you know, she told me off the other day, you know what I'm saying? So he wants to leap forward. With the Nine of Cups, I feel like I feel like, yeah, he's very aware that he can get what he wants with you, but he's still kind of resistant to overcome the blocks between you two. Not blocks, like the conflict between you two. So it's interesting because that friction is influencing him as a fixed sign, and on the surface it doesn't look promising, but you actually want to kind of embrace that, because that's going to be more your advantage for him to have to adapt. But yeah, I don't get any like romantic cards here. Like he's not necessarily like crushing over you, you know what I'm saying? As much as he's very intellectually stimulating. I'm gonna pull one more card though, just to kind of, yeah, we got the Four of Swords. So I think he's chill. He's chill right now. It's not like a very like emotional card. We got the Nine of Cups. He definitely knows what he wants with you though. So he's contemplating whether it's worth it or not.
That was for Angeli.
Yeah, and we do got the Devil Four of Swords. He does kind of want like a one-night stand with you.
So we've got Rachel. Rachel S. says, so much has shifted in the past few days since energy years. It's intense. I want to make a big change, but I'm not sure how. What sort of opportunities might I expect? So this is for you, Rachel. Thanks for your patience and us kind of getting back online. We appreciate it. Here we go. Four of Cups. Four of Cups is an interesting card because it talks a lot about not getting too caught up in what hasn't worked out and being more aware of what's coming that's new. In the traditional Rider-Waite, you see some cups knocked over and one being offered, and like somebody's feeling kind of not so content, or they're not really thrilled about what's going on. There's more of a focus and an emphasis on what's not working and what's not panning out for them, that sometimes you can get so wrapped up in what hasn't worked that you don't see the new opportunity that's in front of you. So kind of like building off of what you said about everything that shifted the past few days, it's like, well, are you going to make lemonade, you know? And are you going to be able to see past whatever hasn't worked in order to be optimistic and hopeful for the new beginnings that come as a result of things kind of getting wrapped up? That's the feeling that I'm getting looking at this card. I would say be really careful and not allow yourself to become like pessimistic or too overly fixated on the past, or getting kind of stuck in past habits or past emotional patterns, because it can actually hinder you from being able to see what's in front of you if you're becoming too heavily over emotional or fixated or kind of like, you know, connected to how things used to be, that you're not able to actually see a new path that's being presented to you now. Hopefully that's helpful.
So Luna G wants to know the energy around her tarot business. That was on Super Chat. Luna got the Cancer and Sag energy. So shout out to you, Luna G. We got the Four of Swords. So the energy around this is to actually, coming into the new year, just relax. You don't want to really rush into this. The energy right around is very chill. So it's not overactive, but it's not stagnant either. You're going to gain a lot of insight by just relaxing and getting rest. It's a vacation type card, so it's kind of interesting. Because this is just starting, this could really just be a chill period where you're not getting bombarded. We got the Two of Pentacles too, so it's like the more hands-on and the more like productive you are, the more it'll pick up. But of course, it's just gonna start very chill, which is not bad. It's gonna give you, I feel like, whereas your tarot business might be where you're super busy, this is gonna be where you start and it's chill, and you're not like bombarded with too much work, and it still gives you time to kind of like brainstorm.
Hi, Micah. We didn't miss you. Sorry. We're just catching up after the live. So I'm just scrolling up, but it only give me so much. So I'm not sure. Did you have a 1 or a 3 card reading? Let me know, because it will not show me. So just let me know. But I will pull cards for you if you want to ask me your question again. We'll get Micah, and then on deck we also have Lori, and we also have Jacqueline. So Lori and Jackie, you guys are up next. Micah, just ask me your question. Let me know, was it a 1 or a 3 card reading? Thank you guys for your patience. The internet's been a little wonky. Somebody was mentioning, yes, it's Mercury shadow, but also Moon just conjunct Jupiter and it's square the nodes.
Luna, also the Four of Swords can mean that the tarot advice you give puts people at peace. That's another thing too. Like people are going to be they're going to feel a lot of peace from that too. High level 3 member, nice.
Thank you, Earth Goddess. And we will be with you shortly. Appreciate the extra love. Happy to give you your reading. Just hoping we can connect with Micah, and then we're going to move down the list to Lori, Jacqueline, and then Earth Goddess.
Well, we also have a Colby and
yeah. And we have Kobe as well. And who else? We have Kobe and someone else?
Maggie.
And Mags. So Kobe, Mags, we got you guys. Thanks for your patience.
Amber, yes we do.
Thanks, Anne. You're going to be in the queue. So there's about 5 people ahead of you. So just stay patient. Micah says, I have a 1-card reading over the Venus-Pluto-Mercury conjunction. I randomly got an offer to be a body piercer. Is this a good fit for me to make extra money on the side? Let's take a look. That sounds like a fun...
Sounds self-explanatory.
Sounds fun, especially if she has a Cap rising and all that, all those planets in the first. This one. Ooh, the Moon card makes me feel like that's definitely something you could do at night.
Yeah.
It could be like something you could do like nights and weekends. It may also be something that's fun for you and give you the opportunity to explore like another part of your interests. You may find that you meet some interesting people. It's also talking about like kind of navigating intuitively. I would wonder, are there other women that you're going to be able to work with? The Moon is a feminine card. So I would want to make sure that emotionally you feel comfortable or confident or capable of being able to do this work. Are there going to be strong female or kind of like feminine energies that are going to help work with you, mentor you, guide you? Is it something that's beneficial because you are a woman? Are some clients going to feel more comfortable with you emotionally just because you're a female? So I think the Moon card is interesting because it says like trusting your intuition, following that, really kind of believing whether or not it's a good Pisces match. Wow. Oh, cool. So awesome. I mean, definitely it can be great for you to be something that you can like, you know, work with for the better part of like maybe a 6-month period. I would also say that you being able to work underneath someone, I'm more not concerned, but I more wonder about your like your nerves, right? The Moon card can be like, do you feel iffy, or what kind of vibes are you getting from this? There's nothing coming up that's negative, but it's just saying, do you emotionally feel like you're capable of being able to do that, right? So that's the question I would ask. Definitely a great job for nights and weekends. So if you have other things you want to do on the day, during the daytime, during the week, this can be a wonderful opportunity for you. Personally, I think it's great. And like you may have some kind of upper hand or like much more kind of positive angle to this position because you are a woman. So that might be something that's really beneficial for you. Yeah, nerves are understanding, but I definitely think that, I do think that it is something that I would at least consider doing, especially because it may be something that you do very intuitively. So you may read people very well. You may know how to talk to people and how to interact with people upon the whole process of actually getting a piercing. So to me, it seems really exciting. I would definitely give it a try.
All right, 1 sugar-coated reading for Colby. Got you, bro.
Mags, you're on deck too, so don't worry.
Maggie just wants to know what she needs to know. Yeah. So we got the 4 of Cups, we got the 9 of Pentacles, we got the 2 of Cups and the Chariot. So let me put this all up right here. This is talking about you moving forward on projects that were not so much delayed before, but you know, you were just kind of either in your feelings about or just kind of contemplating. The Moon in Cancer, Knight of Pentacles is you kind of at present very grounded and stable, and the 2 of Cups is an actual relationship that's moving forward. So I don't know if this is referencing your current partnership, because the Chariot with the Knight of Pentacles is victory, but a very grounded victory. Knight of Pentacles, 2 of Cups gives a kind of happily ever after, just not the 10 of Cups flair, just more of like a loyal, faithful, productive vibe. So Two of Cups, ironically, here doesn't have to be romantic. This could kind of mention your relationships. And I just really like that the Two of Cups is moving forward for you as a Cap rising and a Pisces sun. This is, of course, the next new moon cycle in Aquarius for you. So you're establishing the next phase of your partnership. But what does that Four of Cups, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Ba ba ba. No, what is that Four of Cups?
No.
Oh my gosh. What's that song? Never mind. It's my favorite NSYNC song though. I don't
Space
know.
Cowboy.
The one where they're in they're like toy action figures.
That's Bye Bye Bye.
That's Bye Bye Bye?
Yeah.
Which one is the
where
one
they're
where
like
it's
the puppet?
Never giving up. It's gonna be me.
Oh, that's a different one.
That's my shit.
Stop it
Okay.
with the NSYNC references. I can't. I'm a diehard Backstreet Boy fan.
The Four of Cups. I don't know what kind of contemplation that is for you, but you're going from kind of being, it's like this Knight of Cups. You were kind of like iffy about moving forward to where you're more ready to move forward. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I feel like, Kobe, did you like make a decision on the path forward in regards to the relationship, or are you guys making a decision about a move?
Right.
It can be it's about like where you're going, like literally or like emotionally.
And you're going from the Knight to the King, so it's like leveling up financially too.
Yeah.
Now that you're moving forward in this pod.
So Mags was asking, tell me what I need to know. Don't worry about that 1 cent, Mags. We're square. Appreciate it. I'm going to pull a card for you, and then we'll pop back over to the PayPal, where we have Lori and Jackie on deck. So you guys are next.
She's literally moving.
She's
right
literally
now.
moving right now. Cha, 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 cha.
Got him.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
you
was nice. And that's your sugar coated with the dash of the stinger right there.
All right, Mags, this is what you need to know. Queen of Swords. You need to tell a motherfucker what's up, girl.
Cut their heads off.
Hold on a second. Wine break.
Uh-oh.
That was in unison.
Yeah, I like that.
Ding. So Queen of Swords makes me feel like you're in a period right now where you're just very communicative about your ideas, your direction. You don't really have a problem expressing yourself. You're really putting an emphasis on communication, but also where there needs to be better boundaries or directions going on. So I always say with swords, you can use that to protect yourself, draw the line in the sand, do whatever you got to do. So there is some sense of you becoming better connected to your ideas and how you come across, and sharing with people what does and does not work for you, really exercising your intuition, really exercising a sense of, I think, being really in alignment, like walking the walk and talking the talk. Like I think of Queen of Swords as being like, this is how I feel, so I'm just going to say it. And it's not in an overly emotional way, but it's just being really direct and a little bit more masculine with your energy and how you come across. Some people may see it as you being too direct or too forward or even bossy, but I feel like it's you kind of going, no, this is my bottom line, this is my boundary, this is where I stand, take it or leave it. So I think it's a really strong place to be in right now for you when it comes to how you're expressing yourself and how you're getting the point across. Really being majorly intuitively connected and having lots of downloads might be something else that you're experiencing. So let me know.
Rachel, Candace actually did your reading before I did Maggie and Luna.
Yeah, so if you go to the playback, you'll be able to see it. It is there.
Before I did Luna. There we go.
Yeah, so it's there.
So next we got Lori.
All right, so we've got Lori. Hey, Lori, how's it going? Lori says, I've been having a lot of anxiety the last couple days, trying to pin down why.
We got the Three of Cups, Five of Swords, Seven of Cups. You may be feeling an impending friendship explosion, or you may be feeling an impending argument before it actually happens, especially with the Page of Swords, which is kind of heavy gossip energy or just spying energy. Five of Swords, especially reversed here, with the Seven of Cups is just this kind of sense of miscommunication, but not being so aware that you're miscommunicating.
It's so hard for me not to say anything looking at these cards because she's one of my clients.
Actually, go ahead.
No, it's fine.
Because
there's just a lot of her being like trying to clear the bullshit or like the confusion revolving around like 3 is a crowd energy, 3 of Cups reverse, 7 of Cups. It's like, do I do this? Do I do that? What are they doing? What's their intention? Like too many cooks in the kitchen type energy.
And picking up on their energy too and feeling their nerves as well.
And overthinking things and worrying too much about what other people are doing rather than being in alignment with like your vision, your focus. You're getting thrown off by a multitude of different perspectives or different people's energies.
Yeah. There is some forgiveness in the works though. There is the potential to kind of, but the timing has to be right. Because it looks like there's someone who just kind of wants to be dramatic here. And it's kind of throwing off the vibe. So that could be the nervousness you feel, but yeah.
Kobe.
Ooh.
I love Backstreet Boys like so much. Kobe, way to my heart. Let me update the PayPal. Looks like we've got Jackie, and then we've also got Earth Goddess. We did not forget about you. Thank you.
Which level 3 is she?
She's level 3, but she gave us an extra $10.
No, but okay. Do you know which one she is on the level 3? Because I don't think her name is there.
Earth Goddess Forever.
Oh, okay.
So let me get Jackie. Jackie says, not to be a Debbie Downer, but my mom died January 1st. I got dumped the same day. So can we see what's coming for me in the next 2 to 3 months? Jackie, sending you so much love in the process of your loss and losing a parent. Obviously, that's not easy. And then insult to injury, you got broken up with. Well, I mean, the next thing is there's either a change in the living situation or your job. Everything comes in a 3. So let's see what the cards say for what's changing for you over the next 2 or 3 months. Obviously, we're hoping for no whammies, no whammies.
Hope.
And I still want to know which Backstreet Boy you boinked.
Questions that need answers.
I mean, here's the good news is that whoever you cleared out, like, bye. Kobe, bye, bye, bye. Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands reverse, which can almost feel like false promises or like somebody who you thought was going to come through that didn't, or somebody who you thought that you can like rely on, but you necessarily can't for whatever reason. It's almost like you start a match and it goes out early. So the Knight of Cups reverse with the Ace of Wands reverse is like, wow, thought I had your support, thought I, knew you, thought that we were going to work things through. To be honest with you, Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands is a clearing, followed by the Temperance card, which talks about being patient with yourself. And I feel like that's like saying like, when it comes to timelines or healing or showing up on time or being somewhere or trying to feel like you're getting everything kind of moving in unison, it's saying like be patient with yourself because you may need more time to kind of get back into the sync of things. There can be a sense of you also needing to really work on self-healing and clearing and nurturing in order to kind of get back on track. That maybe perhaps there's been a couple situations where the rug has been pulled out from underneath you to really bring you front and center with the personal self-healing. And it's about patience. Temperance is like, okay, well, this has to happen before that happens, before this happens. It might be talking about the actual phases of grief and that it'll come in waves and that you're grieving across the board in a number of ways. I think with the Ace of Wands reverse, it's also saying like the false start that's been going on is showing you that it's like not never, just not now, especially when it comes to relationships. I would say I would recommend like a healing or maybe seeing like a Reiki practitioner or maybe like a masseuse or somebody who can help work the energy out of your body and really kind of get things back in balance so that way you feel like you're able to like move forward and you have all of your energies kind of balanced in order to take on what's coming. But I'm not being negative Nancy about the relationship, but like Ace of Wands reverse, Knight of Cups is like, you know what, if it wasn't going to pan out to be something that was supportive, it was easier to kind of cut it now rather than down the line. Hopefully that's helpful.
I think that's it. We got one, 2 more, right?
Did we miss anybody?
There's
Earth Goddess
and someone else, I think.
Just Earth Goddess. So Earth Goddess has a question. So we can do 4 cards for her. She said, hey peeps, what's my current love and relationship energies for the month? Thank you guys for your support.
How about I pull 1, you pull 3?
Sure.
So you are Googling him. Nice. We got the Strength card. That's beautiful. So you're in your goddess energy. By goddess energy, I mean your masculine sexual strength, which is you leading forward very passionately. There we go. Allison and Amber. And
We got Anne, Amber, and Allison. So we got 3 people in the queue already. Go ahead. So you want me to pull 1 more for Earth
You can pull
Goddess?
3.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, D Cosmic. Nice. That's
Interesting.
awesome.
I like the sun and the strength coming up together because I feel like it's like about self-empowerment.
It's very festive.
I also feel like it's very much talking about like solar energies, warmth, heat, ego, personality, creativity, a lot of emphasis on the self. I feel like the Ace of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles is really assessing like what can stay and what can go. If there is a need to really release something or like let something be, that there is this realization that you're complete even when you're letting something go.
Yeah.
So Ace of Swords is like the kind of, severing of ties, or perhaps it can be about kind of saying, okay, this ends now or this ends today. A real sense of self-awareness is coming through with the Sun, the Strength, and the Ace of Swords. And the 4 of Pentacles is realizing maybe what you've held on to for so long or for too long in some sense, right?
It looks really fun though for a love question. It's definitely a lot of you leading for it. You're expressing the honesty of your desire. You're not holding back your sexual desire. And I think it's going to really have you, ground a lot of what you want. You're more in control. You're not like at the mercy of dudes or people who kind of play you down. You're going to get what you want. And that's really awesome. Thank you, Max. Okay, so
We've got Anne, who says, my boss at work has been difficult to deal with. I've been in a quarantine because COVID, but she's still calling me about petty stuff. She's requiring a vaccine. I feel like I'm compromising my morals to make too much. I'm a makeup artist outside of my job. Not sure if I should wait or if I should quit and focus on my business. Please help.
Quit and focus on your business.
Always.
And we got the Judgment card. This is it. This is you awakening to your highest purpose. So you might get fired or you might have to make that decision. Judgment card is saying that you're going to be revealed the next step and how to awaken into what you're meant to be doing, which is your business. So congratulations.
But it's also saying that certain events are coming together to push you to the point of really making the final decision and the final call to be like, and I'm moving on.
And it'll be clear. You're not going to be in the dark, is this it? You're going to be very clear. So that's beautiful.
So Amber Pepper asked, I feel like there's some imbalance in my life, but I don't know how to correct it. I love some guidance and how to level things out. Well, a card jumped out, which is weird because somehow it's your card and it got in my deck. So the Strength card is saying, really committed to making that change there, Amber. So let's take a look.
Shout out to the Taurus rising.
Self-awareness is everything. Look at where Taurus and Leo are in your chart, because that might give you a clue. So for you, we've got 3 cards. The 8 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles reversed. To me, this seems like for you, Amber, a sense of second guessing yourself. 8 of Wands is I got to get moving. I got to make a change. The energy needs to break through. I definitely think that the 7 of Swords can represent this feeling of, okay, but am I making a mistake? Am I going to repeat old patterns? Am I missing something? Can I trust myself? Can I trust other people? I would say just be mindful of your pace, So if you're really adamant about correcting this energetic imbalance, really give yourself the time. There's no need to rush the process. 7 of Swords can talk about if you're pushing forward too quickly, you may overlook things and you may not fully kind of clear everything out as needed, especially energetically. The 8 of Pentacles reverse has you focusing on what does and does not work for you, where you're putting your energy. Is your energy being kind of misbalanced? Is there a sense of you focusing too much on one thing and not enough on the other? So I think that with the Eight of Pentacles reversed, it's saying to like really turn inward and look at, well, what can you work on? What can you correct? What can you make better? And take your time. Eights are always about transformation. It can be 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months. But I think with the Eight of Wands followed by the Seven of Swords, it's saying don't be so focused on creating an overall general change in your life that you overlook some things that really should not be overlooked. You have to also take into consideration the mental shifts, not just the physical shifts, that you can go through the motions of creating change, but if you haven't thought through the process or like changed your thought process in regards to how you communicate or see the world, then you're actually going to kind of delay the process, right? So there's something about this that's saying focus more on what you're changing and being present, less on the end game, because if you're so focused on the end game, you're going to miss all the beauty of like the breakdown in between, if that makes sense.
Nice.
We've got Allison Riley, one of my OGs, who popped in for a question. Let's see. Did Allison say anything? Where is she? Where is she? Allison, let us know what your question is. She has a 1-card question.
The Chariot card flew out, so whatever your question is.
She's a Cancer rising.
Oh, nice. So that's definitely forward-moving victory. If there's anything you want to move forward on knowing that it's going to be a W. If you're hitting on someone, if you're going to shoot your shot at someone, know that it's a swish. If you want to get a job interview, know that they're going to say yes. If you're in a competition, know that you're beating out the competition. But this is you leading into your Cancer rising and very powerfully stepping into victory. And the way that the Chariot card just flew out kind of lets me know that you're like flying into victory too. Like you don't necessarily want to hold. I got it again.
Ah!
I felt like I need to clarify.
That's
so like,
also
yeah.
just about like being super committed to the direction forward, you know?
Yeah. I love that, yeah. And not like, you know, hesitating, just moving forward and then gaining your bearings while you're moving forward.
So Jody Z said, what's my next spiritual business move for me? Cap North Node, Taurus Moon, Gem Rising. What a good time to be a Cap North Node and a Taurus Moon. Woo! That is some busy stuff. Let's pull a card and let you know what your next move is. Gemini Rising. Man, you got Jupiter going into your 10th house.
Yeah, that's a career.
Knight of Pentacles makes me feel like you're focusing more on taking your time and getting really structured and grounded and like really processing where you're putting your time, your energy, or your resources. So there's something going on in regards to either how you're making money, what you're investing in, putting more money into your business, promoting your business, the messages behind it, maybe making changes, offering services, charging more money. There's something about that comes up. Nine of Pentacles can also be an energy that's like more like a Virgo vibe. So it's like healing and things that you're offering, about really specializing and honing in on problems other people have. It tells me that you're really thinking it through before you make any changes, and you're being really cautious before totally jumping into something, because you really want to make sure that it's going to work. You have time, that you're good at it. There's like a lot of you practicing I think moderation and kind of looking at things going, well, I can do this really well, I can do that, but where is my time going to be best dedicated to? And if I want to create an excellent product, I have to take my time. So the Knight of Pentacles can be messages about new business, new opportunities, new financial connections, or even messages that abundance is coming your way, as long as you actually strategize and really plan everything out.
And Allison, to answer your question, the Chariot could be Cancer season, July, but the Chariot is the real deal you're coming into. So in order to attract this, you must become the real deal yourself. And the more you focus on yourself, the more that's going to attract.
Full moon in Cancer too, because that's the Chariot.
Cancer, yeah.
The full moon in Cancer mid-month is definitely going to present you with some new options.
And that's with you just kind of focusing on yourself and it just kind of coming through. So, Jasira.
Oh, so we're going to final call. We're going to wrap this up. We've got Jasira. She has a 1 card for the present energy. Thanks for sneaking in.
You could take that one.
All right, Jasira, let's see what the cards have to say for your 1 question. You're very welcome, Jody. Hope that was helpful.
Virgo sun, nice.
So, Jasira, this is the energy for you right now. Ooh, this one, definitely. 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment, feeling good and hitting your emotional targets. Really enjoying and being in like this really kind of high pointed emotional time with family, wellness, emotional well-being, relationships. There's something going on here that makes me feel like you're like, I'm getting ready to have a breakthrough. I'm becoming more aware of my long-term personal or emotional goals. I feel like it can be a really awesome time within family or relationships. That's really going to be like lots of happiness and joy that's making you feel like, hey, you know what? I'm actually growing. I'm evolving in regards to my personal life. People celebrating rebirth, life, achievements, maybe even you. There can be this emphasis on what does it mean to be happy? How do I get there? What's going to make me feel fulfilled when it comes to my relationships or even my family? So cups always deal with emotions and cups running over. So I kind of get the impression that there can be things that come up in the immediate near future where you're really feeling like your heart is kind of bursting at the seams and you're celebrating all of these achievements that may not be physical, but they're super positive emotionally.
Now we're going to step into the sex pick a card reading. And we're just gonna, we got pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I'll do this real quick. The bottom card will be like a lesson. And for those of you who aren't having sex, this could be like for romance, love, even career, anything you want. But you know, we know. But other than that, so for pile number 1, we have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is talking about if you want to have sex with somebody, do not figure out how. Just do it. Just like leap into it. Don't be worried about if you get rejected or not.
Shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot. Knight of Swords could also be like an
Send
air
that
sign.
"Are you up?" text. At
This
3 in
is the
morning.
"Are you up?" text. You might receive an "Are you up?" text. So if you get it from this air sign, that's your in. Maybe you might enjoy it. The lesson of this is the 2 of Pentacles, which is saying to juggle your options. Okay, don't necessarily put all your eggs in one basket for you singles. 2 of Pentacles is also saying be hands-on. You know what I'm saying? You want to be adaptable and
Touchy-feely.
Touchy-feely, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the Knight of Swords, this is experimentation. So that's kind of interesting. So
Kobe says unsolicited nudes.
okay, so pile number 2, we got the Wheel of Fortune. So this could be the best sex you've ever had, or this could be a dud. So this is like you kind of taking the chance, you know what I'm saying? I think it's good. I think this is going to be leveling up, life-changing, you know what I'm saying, winning the lottery sex. I'm going to just be real. But you have to take the chance. So like the opportunity is going to present itself, but it's a once in a lifetime chance that if you don't take, it's not going to come around again. But if you take, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I took that chance. And the lesson of this is the temperance.
Sober sex. What?
Yeah, this is going to be kind of like connecting with a compliment.
That's fucking on a boat on vacation. What are you talking about?
Oh, I like that. That's the pile I picked. So I ain't even tripping.
Fucking on a boat on vacation.
Hey, I like that. angelic stuff too. You're gonna have some synchronicities. Okay, so for pile 3, we got the 10 of Pentacles. This is that, you know, only for no joking. This is that like long-term. This is sex that's not gonna be a one-night stand. So this could be sex that turns into a long-term relationship if you're already coupled. This is you kind of like. This is ironic, but it's more so maybe even scheduling the next few dick appointments. But other than that, it's interesting because
that's fucking in a mansion.
It is fucking in a mansion. Got
sugar daddy
a rich
energy.
trigger right here. We got the 6 of Wands. So this is kind of like the lesson is you're being rewarded for what you've done. This is kind of
He's gonna
like,
send a car for that pussy. That's what that means.
that's exactly, she nailed it. That was beautiful.
I have been through it. I have seen it all with the tarot.
Yeah.
That's some escort pussy. That's what that is.
That's what. Yeah, there we go. Like some very like pre-planned.
I mean, that's
like,
great though.
long-term.
I mean, they're all great, but 2 and 3 particularly.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss this
Amen.
week, guys.
Amen.
That's the good stuff.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Despite the technological difficulties, y'all are very patient with us. Thank you so much. Thank you to our level 3s. Thank you to our level 2s and level 1s. And make sure you tune in next week and then the week after when we return. And I hope you enjoy this.
I hope you like it. Like I said, we've got a current event video coming out. We've also got Aquarius season coming out soon. Let us know. Leave us comments below. Let us know what you'd like us to make content about. We're super stoked to be here, back on season 2 of the Midheaven podcast. We have lots of new stuff for you guys this season. So as always, we appreciate your love and support, and we will see all of you guys very soon. Take care.
Yay, yay.